where a massive blaze has been reported in Bengaluru cafe. One person has been injured in the fire mishap. The fire seems to have engulfed the fourth floor of a building, and those are the dramatic visuals on your screens right now, where the fire has been reported in Bengaluru's posh Koramangala area. And that is the big breaking news that we're getting you from Bengaluru. My colleague Neha is joining me on the phone line to get us more details. Neha, massive fire has been reported in Bengaluru's posh area of Koramangala. What we're given to understand is that one person has been injured in the fire. Take us through the details.
Well, that's right. Samya, we're now picking up that, a shocking incident over here where a man is seen jumping off that building to, save himself from the fire. This is the preliminary information that we have right now. In fact, this entire act has even been caught on camera of how this man is seen jumping off, from the fourth floor in the hope that, in fact, he would probably sustain some injuries but still survive. We're picking up that, this was a fire that started at, a building where there was a cafe on the fourth floor. This is just the initial information that's trickling in right now, that he's the one person, of course, who's been injured. As far as casualties and more grievous injuries are concerned, the information is, of course, too preliminary right now to be able to gauge that. But we're also given to understand that this happened in the posh area of Koramangala in Bengaluru city. Remember that, in this building also where the fire was spotted, we're seeing that, there happens to be, in fact, a gym close by. There also happens to be a car showroom as well. And, of course, we'll really have to keep a close eye right now. This is just a developing fire right now. While fire tenders also reportedly have been rushed to the spot, how long does it really take to douse the fire, and what other, damages, of course, have been caused will only be clear, in, of course, the due course of time.
Well, absolutely, Neha, but this does expose the kind of lacks when it comes to ensuring fire safety at eatery outlets, especially in posh localities and at buildings that are often frequented by many people. It does expose the lack of fire safety measures being adhered to.
Samya, that's right. And we're now, of course, also picking up that this isn't the first such incident. Of course, the recent fire at Attibele, which happens to be at the Karnataka-Tamil Nadu border, raised a lot of concerns about the safety norms, whether, they were being flouted. And very evidently, it was proven that in all possibility, the, shop there did not have the license. Now, this brings us back to the question of how, there has been blatant violation of norms by commercial establishments, be it eateries or be it shops for that matter, or even malls. Now, of course, this does probably come as an alarm right now, of course, given the fact that it's just happened. We do not have sufficient information here about whether this eatery in concern had the requisite licenses and permissions and checks and balances in place. But this, of course, acts as, a huge wake-up call to several other eateries. Remember that, Bengaluru, of course, has been the IT capital. It's a city that's brimming with commercial establishments. Will really, of course, and this, an incident that's happened at the heart of the city. This isn't somewhere on the outskirts. Whether, of course, this fire has been doused, whether it's spreading to the neighboring parts, well, all of that is something that, we'll continuously keep tracking.